Maybe you found your way here tonight because something inside you is quietly breaking. Maybe you couldn't sleep, or maybe sleep is all you've wanted, and even that feels far away. Maybe you've been staring at the ceiling, replaying the same thoughts, carrying the same weight that no one around you seems to notice. You've been strong for so long, for your family, for the people who depend on you, for the person in the mirror who you keep telling yourself is fine. But tonight, in this quiet, you don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to hold it together for anyone. You can let your shoulders down. You can breathe. You are allowed to be human here. You are allowed to be hurting here. And I want you to know, before anything else, before a single word of this prayer reaches your ears, that you are not alone in this room tonight. There is a kind of pain that doesn't show up on the surface. It lives underneath the smile you wear when someone asks how you're doing. It hides behind the "I'm okay" you've said so many times you've almost started to believe it yourself. It's the heaviness you feel in the morning before you even get out of bed. It's the wave of sadness that hits you out of nowhere in the middle of an ordinary day. It's the fear that wraps itself around your chest at 2 in the morning when the world is quiet, but your mind is anything but. You know the kind of tears I'm talking about. The ones that fall when no one is watching. The ones you wipe away quickly because you don't want to explain them. The ones that carry years of exhaustion, disappointment, grief, and longing in a single drop. God sees those tears. Heaven sees every single one, and not one of them has been wasted or forgotten. You may feel like you've been waiting so long, waiting for the breakthrough, waiting for the answer, waiting for the situation to change, for the relationship to heal, for the finances to turn around, for the heaviness to finally lift. And somewhere in all that waiting, you may have started to wonder, is God still there? Does he hear me? Has he forgotten my name? I want to speak gently but firmly into that fear right now and tell you, not for a single moment. Not in the waiting, not in the silence, not in the confusion, not in the pain. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. That is not a poetic phrase, that is a promise. And tonight, that promise is for you. There is a divine nearness that doesn't always feel the way we expect it to. Sometimes we think God's presence should feel like a rush of emotion, like goosebumps and fire and dramatic turning points. But sometimes, often in the most sacred seasons, his presence feels like a stillness, like the quiet that falls over a room after a storm, like the peace that settles into your bones when you finally stop fighting and simply rest. That is the presence of God moving in your life, even now, even tonight, even in this dark and heavy season that feels like it will never end. He is here, he is working, and even when you cannot trace his hand, you can trust his heart. I want to pray with you now, not a formal, polished prayer, but a real one, the kind that rises from the broken places, the kind that doesn't need to sound beautiful to be heard by heaven. The kind that simply opens the door between your hurting heart and the God who loves you more than you have ever fully understood. Father God, we come to you tonight, not because we have it all together, but because we don't. We come to you exhausted. We come to you afraid. We come to you with questions we don't have answers to, with wounds that haven't healed, with dreams that feel distant and doubts that feel loud. And we come trusting, even in the trembling, that you are exactly who you say you are, that you are near, that you are good, that you are faithful, even when we feel faithless. Lord, I lift up the one listening to this right now. You know what they've been carrying. You know the weight of it, the shape of it, the way it presses down on them, even in the moments they try to rest. You know the specific name of the fear that follows them. You know the exact wound that aches in the deep places of their soul. And Lord, I ask you, reach into that pain with your healing hand. Reach into that fear with your perfect peace. Reach into that exhaustion with your supernatural strength. Because your word says that those who hope in you will renew their strength. that they will soar on wings like eagles. And Lord, this precious soul needs to fly again. I pray right now that every chain of anxiety would begin to loosen, that every lie whispering in the darkness that they are too far gone, that they are forgotten, that things will never change, would be silenced by the truth of your word. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Lord, let that promise land in their spirit tonight like a stone dropping into still water, sending ripples of peace into every anxious corner of their heart. There is something I want you to hear if you are the one listening in the dark tonight. The season you are in, this hard, painful, disorienting season, it is not a sign that God has left you. It is not punishment. It is not proof that you have failed, or that your faith is too small, or that somehow you are beyond the reach of grace. Hard seasons are not the end of your story. They are the middle, and in the middle of every story God writes, there is always a turning. There is always a moment when the darkness begins to give way to something new, when the suffering begins to yield something sacred. A deeper faith, a refined character, a compassion you couldn't have grown any other way, a testimony that will one day be someone else's lifeline. Your pain has purpose. God is not wasting a single moment of what you are going through. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Hold on to that. Morning is coming for you. Not just the literal sunrise a few hours away, but the morning of your spirit, the dawn of your breakthrough, the season when you will look back at this valley and see with clear eyes how God was walking with you every single step of the way. It felt like abandonment. It felt like silence. But when the morning comes, you will see the footprints. You will see the places where He carried you. You will see that not one moment of the darkness was wasted. Lord, I pray for rest tonight. Real rest. Not just physical sleep, but the deep rest of a soul that has finally released what it was never meant to carry alone. Your word is an invitation. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Lord, let that rest come now. Let it wash over this tired heart like warm water over cold hands. Let it quiet the noise in their mind, slow the racing of their thoughts, and bring them into the stillness of your presence. Take the burden. You said your yoke is easy and your burden is light. Lord, make that real in this body, in this mind, in this moment. I pray against fear tonight. I pray against the spirit of dread that tries to make the future look terrifying. I pray against the darkness that creeps in and tells them that tomorrow will be worse than today, that the bad news is coming, that they are not equipped to handle what lies ahead. Lord, silence that voice. Replace it with yours. Remind them that you hold the future in your hands, the same hands that formed them, the same hands that have brought them through every hard thing up until this very night. You have been faithful before. You will be faithful again. They are safe in your hands tonight. You are not forgotten. Say that to yourself tonight. Let it sink past the surface, past the doubt, past the exhaustion. You are not forgotten. God is still working behind the scenes of your story, moving pieces you cannot see, opening doors that haven't appeared yet, preparing provisions for needs that haven't even arrived. He is not late. He is not distracted. He is not unaware of the depth of what you are facing. He sees it all, and He is not standing at a distance watching. He is here, with you, in this room, in this night, closer than the breath in your lungs. Father, I ask you now to do what only you can do. Heal what medicine cannot touch. Restore what time cannot fix. Rebuild what circumstances have broken. Breathe new hope into places that have gone dry. Let your love be felt tonight in a way that bypasses explanation. A warmth, a peace, a quiet certainty that you are here and that everything in your hands is going to be all right. Work all things together for good, Lord. Even this, especially this. As the night grows quieter now, as the world outside settles into stillness, I want you to let yourself settle too. You don't have to figure it all out tonight. You don't have to have the answer by morning. You don't have to understand why before you can trust. You are allowed to lay it all down. The confusion, the grief, the fear, the unanswered prayers, and simply rest in the knowledge that God is awake even when you are sleeping. He neither slumbers nor sleeps. While you rest, He is working. While you close your eyes, He is watching over you. You are safe. You are held. You are deeply, completely, and eternally loved. Lord, as this soul closes their eyes tonight, I ask you to be their guardian through the darkness. Let your angels surround them. Let your peace, which passes all understanding, guard their heart and their mind. If they wake in the night with fear, let them feel your presence. If their thoughts try to pull them back into worry, whisper your truth over them like a lullaby. Let this night be a turning point, a sacred, quiet place where something in their spirit begins to heal, begins to soften, begins to open again to hope. Watch over them through every hour of this night. Protect them from fear and darkness. Hold their tears. Hold their questions. Hold every single broken piece of them with that gentle, powerful, faithful grip that never lets go. And when morning light begins to come through their window, let something be different. Let there be a breath of fresh hope. Let there be even the smallest flicker of believing again that goodness is still ahead. Let joy begin to come in the morning. You are not alone. God is with you tonight, and He will be with you tomorrow, and He will be with you in every tomorrow after that. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not too broken, too tired, too far gone, or too small for the love of the God who created the stars and yet calls you by name. You are His, and in His hands you are safe. In His hands you can finally rest. Good night, precious soul. Heaven sees you, God holds you, and that is enough for tonight. Amen.